In this video, we're going to look at what's new with the Messages app on an iPhone with iOS 16. We can now edit messages, we can delete messages, we can also view our recently deleted messages, and we have Dictate within the Messages app itself. Let's take a look at these new features on my iPhone. Well, actually what we're going to do is look at it on 3 different iPhones. I'm going to have 2 phones running iOS 16 so we can see how the edit works. And then we're also going to look at how this works with an iPhone running iOS 15. How does an iPhone with iOS 15 edit a message? Well, it actually doesn't. Let's see what I mean. Let's take a look at my 3 iPhones here. So I'm in the Messages app. The 2 larger phones here are running iOS 16, while the smaller phone is running iOS 15. Now again, the reason why I'm showing you this is so we can easily see what happens when we send a message. So what I'm going to do is send a message from the phone on the far right over to the other 2 phones. And then what I'm going to do is edit it, and we're also going to delete it, and we're going to see what happens with these phones. So let's go ahead and type in here, hello. I'm going to send it. The other phones are going to get it, so there's nothing new there. But now let's say I wanted to edit this. I want to say hi. So now what I do is I tap and hold on the word hello on the far right. I tap and hold on it. Again, I can do this because I'm running iOS 16. You're going to see I have edit. I tap on edit. And now what I'm able to do is edit this. So let's just go with hi. That's what I meant to say. So now what's going to happen with the iPhone in the middle, being that it's running iOS 16, you're going to see the edited message. So let's go ahead and send it. And now we can see it says edited there. But if we look on the phone running iOS 15, we have both messages. So we can see I originally sent hello, and then it says edited to hi. So with edited messages, we are able to see all of the different edits. When I go to the middle phone, the one running iOS 16, I received this message on this phone. I can see the original message as well, much like I can on the iPhone with iOS 15. How do I do that? Well, basically all I have to do is just tap on the word edited, and now I can see what the original message was. Let's look at deleting messages and see how this works. So I'm just going to type in delete this on the far right again. Now with editing and deleting, you do have to do this within a specific time frame. So I believe it's like 2 minutes. So I'm going to tap on send. And now what I'd like to do is undo this. I want to undo the send. So I tap and hold on delete this again. And you're going to see undo send. So I just tap on this and watch the phone in the middle. It's going to disappear, but it will not disappear from the phone on the far left because that is running iOS 15. So we can see that in the middle it just says Johnny Appleseed unsent to message. I'm not able to see what that message was. It is unsent. I can't look it up. But with the phone running iOS 15, I can see what that message was because I can't delete it. It's running iOS 15. So that's how editing works as well as undo sends. Now let's look at how we mark a message as unread. Now why would we want to mark a message as unread? Well, I'm going to go to the home screen on the middle phone here. And now I'm just going to type in here lunch. And when I do, what we're going to see is the little red mark in the Messages app. If we go to the bottom of the dock there, you're going to see that I have one unread message. So now I know that I need to reply to this. So let's go ahead and tap on it. And now I get caught up in something else. I go back to my home screen. I read that message. I need to mark it as unread. Otherwise, I'm going to forget about it. Well, how do I do that? Well, basically, we go back over to our messages, and we need to go back over to our conversations. So I tap on the arrow in the upper left-hand corner, the caret in the upper left-hand corner. Now what I do is I tap and hold on that conversation, and then you're going to see the option to mark as unread. When I tap on this, you're going to see that it is marked as unread, and now we have my notification there, indicating that I have an unread message. So you can treat this a little bit more like mail. Basically, if you've accidentally read a message that you want to reply to at a later time, just go back over to the conversation, tap and hold or long press on it, and then what you're able to do is mark it as unread. Now we can also recover deleted messages. We're going to go to the phone on the right for this one. So now I'm looking at my messages here, and let's say I wanted to delete this message. All I do is just tap and hold on it, and then we go over to more, and what I'm able to do is delete this message. When I tap on delete, what it does is it puts it into a recovered area, and I can recover that message up to 30 days later. So to view all of your deleted messages, what you do is you go to the caret in the upper left-hand corner, and then when we go to filters, what you're going to see is recently deleted. All I have to do is just tap on this, and I can see all of my recently deleted conversations and messages. What I'm able to do is select any one of them or all of them, and then I can recover them and then move it back into my Messages app or back into my conversations. Now let's take a look at dictation on an iPhone with iOS 16. We're going to look at my iPhone on the far right here. Actually, we could look at both of them on the right. When we're looking where we type in our message, you're going to see we have a little dictation icon here. We can see it on both of the iPhones on the right. Well, if we go over to the iPhone with iOS 15, you're going to see that it has a little audio symbol there. In iOS 15, when I tap and hold on that audio symbol, what it does is it records me as long as I'm holding that icon. So right now it is recording me. And then when I let go, what I'm able to do is send that as an audio file. I'm guessing not a lot of people used that. At least none of my friends use that or family use that, unless it was an accident. So what Apple did is they moved that option over to the app tray. So when we go back over to my iPhones with iOS 16, you're going to see in my app tray here, I have that audio icon. Now what I need to do is open up my app tray here. I tap and hold on this, and then it'll record me, much like it did on iOS 15. So what did they put in place? Dictation. And I actually really like this. I've actually used this more than I thought that I would. Let's say I wanted to ask, are we going out for pizza? All I have to do is just tap on this. Are we going out for pizza? Tap on send. We can see it added the punctuation, and I just sent it to the other two people. So it makes it a lot easier to dictate to your iPhone, because now you can dictate just by tapping on that button to the right of the bubble. If you wanted to use that audio file function where you can tap and hold to record your voice, you can still do that. You just have to go over to the app tray. So that is what is new with the Messages app on an iPhone with iOS 16. We can edit messages, we can undo sends. We have just a couple of minutes to do that. After a certain period of time, you'll no longer be able to edit it or delete it. And also, if you do edit a message and it's sent to an iPhone with iOS 16, they're going to receive both the regular message, the first message, as well as the edited message. If you delete a message or undo a send, iOS 15 does not actually remove that. We can mark messages as unread by going to the conversation and long pressing on it. We can recover deleted messages, and then we can dictate right within the Messages app. So that is what's new with the Messages app on the iPhone with iOS 16.